Hello guys and welcome for that video on the simple future, which is a tense I quite like to teach because it's so easy, it's crazy, and on top of it, not only is it easy, but it's almost the same rule for the conditional tense, so two birds, one stone. But we're going to do another video for the conditional. Let's focus on this one first. So the simple future, you use it when you want to talk about an event or an action that you will do. Key word here is will. I don't want you to translate that tense with I am going to. I am going to, it's the near future. When you want to say I will do something, that's the simple future. Please don't mix both, okay? So, how to form that tense? That's the easy part. That's the part that I really like. So you take your infinitives. That's the rule for the regular verbs. So that's the regular pattern I'm about to show you. We'll see the irregulars later. So the rule for the regular verbs is super easy. For ER verbs and IR verbs, you take that infinitive, you do not do anything to it, and for each pronoun, je, tu, il, nous, vous, il, you just put that infinitive down all the way, and that's all you have to do. For RE verbs, there's only one trick you need to do. It's to get rid of that E. You will see later that it's only for pronunciation reasons, so just get rid of the E. And then, once you've got that stem here, put it down all the way. So I can't really make it easier than that so far. Then once you're here, all you have to do is to add the endings for the simple future at the end of this infinitive, and that stem where you got the E off. So the endings are the same for ER, IR, and RE verbs, so it doesn't matter now what kind of verb you are conjugating, the endings will be the same everywhere. Well, everywhere, I mean for each pronoun. So for je, the ending will be AI all the way. For tu, it will be AS. For il, elle, or on, once again, I only put one here, but you know it applies to the others too. It will be an A. For nous, it will be ONS. For vous, you put EZ. And for il, they, you put ONT. So all you really need to do here is to know your endings because the rule is fairly simple to remember. So if I translate that now, that means I will sing, you will sing, he will sing, we will sing, you will sing, they will sing. If I go on the second column, I'm not going to do all the column, but that's I will finish, you will finish, he will finish, etc. And finally, I will wait, you will wait, he will wait, etc. all the way down. So if you're watching that at home, please take notes if you haven't yet in your books. And I'm going to give you a quick exercise, a translation exercise from English to French. A good way to practice and to do that exercise would be to take a few minutes now, learn those endings here so that you can attempt the exercise without looking back at your notes. If you want to do it just quickly to practice, don't bother. But if you want to really make the most of it, quickly learn the endings for each pronoun and then move on to the exercise. So I am moving on. Here we come. So I want you to translate that in French. You have all you need. You have the pronoun I want you to use, and you've got the infinitive, which means I did half of the job for you. You're welcome, guys. So take a few minutes, pause the video, and I'll mark that in a few seconds. Okay, I hope you took the time to do that properly. Now, here we go for the correction of that. So, I will watch. You put your je for I. Once again, follow the rule. Put your infinitive, and if you go back to the lesson, check the ending for je. Put your ending down, ai. You will choose. It's an IR verb, so I put to, and I keep my infinitive exactly as it is. Check your ending for to. It's as. Put your as down. That's you will choose. She will sell. Careful here. That's an RE verb, so that's the only thing you need to pay attention to. Elle. You copy your infinitive, but don't put down the E. And then check your ending. It's an A. Put your A down. And now, I haven't explained it yet, but you see why I get rid of that E. It's because try to pronounce the word V-E-N-D-R-E-A. That's just impossible to pronounce in French. So that's why we get rid of that E. And we just stick to the ending. Then, we will play. So, nous. It's an ER verb, so put down your all infinitive. Check the ending. I'm not putting the sheet back under the visualizer, but that's ONS. And that's pronounced nous jouerons. You don't actually pronounce that E here. You keep it, but you don't pronounce it. Next one, you will leave. Vous. It's an IR verb, so I keep my whole infinitive. Ending EZ, vous partirez. And the last one, il or elle, I don't care which one you used. Comprendre is an RE verb, so I get rid of the final E and I put my they ending. Ils comprendront, they will understand. Well, I hope you will understand. And I also hope you've got that right, because now I'm about to move on to the irregulars. So let's go with that. Guess what? They are the same as usual. Avoir, to have, être, to be, faire, to do, and aller, to go. How does it work? You understand very well that if they are irregulars, you cannot keep the ER, IR, and get rid of the E. That pattern doesn't apply anymore again. If they are irregulars, there's a reason for that. So, the way it works, you can see here that I have put stem in a special line. All these verbs have a specific stem that they use, not only in the simple future, but also in the conditional. But once again, I'll stick to the simple future for now. So, for to have, avoir, the stem is AUR. For to be, it's SER. For to do, FER. And for to go, it's IR. What do you do with that? You put it all the way down for each pronoun. And that's it. So it's irregular because there's a different stem, but once you've got that stem, there's no other variation in the verb. And what do you do after? Well, you just put your simple future endings all the way down, and they don't change from the ones you have seen here. So, here we go. I will have, you will have, he, she, or we will have, we, I had a doubt, we will have, you, plural, will have, and they will have. There you go. The verb to be. I will be, you will be, he will be, or she, or we will be, you will be, and they will be, that's a O. There you go. To do, I will do, you will do, he will do, we will do, you will do, they will do, that's N. And finally the verb to go. I will go, you will go, he will go, we will go, you plural will go, and they will go. And that's it, you've got your irregulars. So, um, like I said at the beginning, it's a very simple tense to form. You do have a bunch of irregulars, but once again, once you know your endings and once you remember the stem for each infinitive, it's actually not that hard. You just need to make sure that you know this is to have, to be, to do, and to go. Um, at GCSE and even more at A level, obviously, you need a future tense. No matter if you're sitting a foundation or higher paper at GCSE, you need a future tense. So if you get confused with the near future, if you prefer this one, pick one of them. Pick the near future or the simple one, but make sure you've got one. It is really important. So I hope you enjoyed that, and I hope that that was useful. I'll see you later for another tense. See you guys.